Good day. I'm Dr. Paul Castillo, and I'm here to talk about some concepts about the cooperative, specifically the Palawan Medical Mission Group Multipurpose Cooperative. This is your membership seminar. This is a picture of the new building of the cooperative hospital. In summary, we would like to talk about this during this seminar: the general concepts and principles, organization and registration, membership, administration, responsibilities, rights, and privileges of the cooperative and the members, capital, property, and the funds, and then the allocation and distribution of the net surplus. What is a co-op or what is a cooperative? It is a registered association of persons with a common bond of interest. So take note of the word common. No? And those who voluntarily join together to achieve lawful common social or economic end. Members also make equitable contribution and also accept a fair share of the risk and benefits. We are governed by the following Republic Acts: Republic Act 9520, an act amending the Cooperative Code of the Philippines to be known as the Philippine Cooperative Code of 2008. But it was preceded by Republic Act 6939, which is the act that created the Cooperative Development Authority to promote the viability and the growth of cooperatives. Here are the cooperative principles. And this is worth memorizing if you really want to be part of the cooperative. Number one, open and voluntary membership. Again, this is open and voluntary. You cannot be forced to be a member of the cooperative. And the members have democratic control over the cooperative. A cooperative will entail the members' economic participation. And each cooperative is autonomous and independent. There should be continuous learning. So it should be cooperative education. And as much as possible, we will make business or do business with other cooperatives. That's why number six says cooperation among cooperatives. And the concern should be for the community, for the betterment of the community. And these are international principles. Let's discuss each. Cooperatives are voluntary organizations open to all persons, able to use the service, and willing to accept the responsibilities of membership. So, the responsibilities, members have responsibilities, not just rights. And this is without gender, social, racial, cultural, political, or religious discrimination. Cooperatives are also democratic organizations that are controlled by the members who actively participate in setting the policies and making the decisions. The men and women serving as elected representatives. So there's an election. They elect representatives, the directors of the officers, and they are accountable to the general membership. In primary cooperatives, members have equal voting rights of one member, one vote. And this is different from corporation, wherein a member who has the majority shares of stocks has the highest vote, no, voting right. In cooperatives, one member, one vote, irregardless of the number of stocks you have. Cooperatives at other capital is the common property of the cooperative. They shall receive limited compensation or limited interest, if any, on capital subscribed and paid as a condition of membership. So this is voluntary. Once you become a member, you have to participate economically with the cooperative. Members allocate surpluses for any or all of the following purposes. So if you have surplus, we try to develop the cooperative by setting up reserves, part of which should be at least indivisible, hindi pwedeng hatiin. We should be benefiting members in proportion to their patronage of the cooperative's business. So that's why we have a patronage refund. The more you use the business of the cooperative, the more refund you will get. And supporting other activities approved by the membership. Cooperatives are also autonomous and they are self-help organizations controlled by the members. If they enter into agreements with other organizations, including the government, or raise capital from external sources, they shall do so on terms that ensure democratic control of their members and maintain their cooperative autonomy. We cannot enter into an agreement wherein we will be subject to a higher authority. Of course, the government, they're the regulatory body, but we still have control of the cooperative. Education is primal in cooperatives. Cooperatives shall provide education and training for their members. Hence, this seminar, you cannot go into the cooperative membership unless you participate in this pre-membership cooperative seminar. So the cooperative shall provide education and training for their members. They would elect and appoint representatives, managers, and employees so that they can contribute effectively and efficiently to the development of the cooperatives. Cooperatives serve their members most effectively and strengthen the cooperative movement by working together through local, national, regional, and international structures. We have preference to work with other cooperatives. So if there's a choice between a cooperative and a corporation offering the same services, we lean towards working with another cooperative. Cooperatives work for the sustainable development of their communities through policies approved by their members. So we will try to define each and every term that we have here. A member includes a person, either natural or juridical. No, or it's an organization. So it's either a natural person, yung tao talaga, or an institution, juridical, who, adhering to the principles set forth in this code and in the articles of cooperative, has been admitted by the cooperative as member. The General Assembly shall mean the full membership of the cooperative duly assembled for the purpose of exercising all the rights and performing all the obligations pertaining to cooperatives, as provided by this code, its articles of corporation and bylaws. Provided that for cooperatives with numerous and dispersed membership, the General Assembly may be composed of delegates elected by each sector, chapter, or district of the cooperative in accordance with the rules and regulations of the Cooperative Development Authority. So sometimes, if the cooperative um, has too many members, they elect representatives. This is the practice of the Palawan Electric Cooperative actually, wherein we elect board members to represent each sector. The board of directors shall mean that body entrusted with the management of the affairs of the cooperative under its articles of cooperation and bylaws. Committee shall refer to any body entrusted with specific functions and responsibilities under the bylaws or resolution of the General Assembly or the Board of Directors. Articles of Cooperation means the articles of cooperation registered under this code and includes a registered amendment thereof. It's like the article of incorporation for corporations. Bylaws. Bylaws means the bylaws registered under this code and includes any registered amendment thereof. Registration means the operative act granting juridical personality to a proposed cooperative and is evidenced by a certificate of registration. And you have to submit this to the Cooperative Development Authority. The Cooperative Development Authority refers to the government agency in charge of the registration and regulation of cooperatives, as such, hereinafter referred to as the authority. For corporations, this has the counterpart of the Securities and Exchange Commission or the SEC. For cooperatives, we have the CDA or the authority. Universally accepted principles means that body of cooperative principles adhered to worldwide by cooperatives. Representative assembly means the full membership of a body of representatives elected by each of the sectors, chapter, or district, or the cooperative duly assembled for the purpose of exercising such powers lawfully delegated unto them by the General Assembly in accordance with its bylaws. So you have the General Assembly as the main body, and when you have representatives, you elect because there's too much, you cannot manage such crowd. So you elect representatives per sector. So those elected, they are what we call collectively as the Representative Assembly. The officers of the cooperative shall include the members of the board of directors, the members of the different committee created by the General Assembly, the general manager or the chief executive officer, which we have here in our cooperative, the secretary, the treasurer, and members holding other positions as may be provided for in their bylaws. Social audit is a procedure wherein the cooperative assesses its social impact and ethical performance via its stated mission, vision, goals, and code of social responsibility for cooperatives to be established by the authority in consultation with the cooperative sector. Needless to say, a cooperative should have a mission and vision, and the goal is to be socially responsible. We do not just establish a cooperative for economic gain, but we have to be socially responsible. It enables the cooperative to develop a process whereby it can account for its social performance and evaluate its impact on the community and be accountable for its decisions and actions to its regular members. Performance audit shall refer to an audit on the efficiency and effectiveness of the cooperative as a whole, its management and officers, and its various responsibility centers as basis for improving individual team or overall performance and for objectively informing the general membership on such performance. So, performance audit, as the term implies, we try to check on what we have been doing thus far. A single line or a single purpose cooperative. A single line or single purpose cooperative shall include cooperative undertaking activities which are related to its main line of business or purpose. Previously, we were just a healthcare institution. So when we started out, we were single line. Now we are called a multi-purpose cooperative. Service cooperatives are those which provide any type of service to its members, including but not limited to transport, information, communication, insurance, housing, electric, health services, education, banking, and savings and credit. A subsidiary cooperative refers to any organization, all or majority of whose membership or shareholders come from a cooperative, organized for any other purpose different from that of and receives technical, managerial, and financial assistance from a cooperative in accordance with the rules and regulations of the authority. When we say authority, that's the CDA. Federation of cooperatives refers to three or more primary cooperatives doing the same line of business, organized in the municipal, provincial, city, special metropolitan political subdivision, or economic zones created by law, registered with authority to undertake business activities in support of its member cooperatives. We have one functioning right now, the MMG Federation, because it is composed of primary healthcare cooperatives. That's why it's a federation. That ends the first part of our topic. Hope you stick around for the succeeding parts of this seminar. Again, this is Dr. Castillo. Thank you.